On this episode of Star Trek Universe, Effie and I learn what a sensual thing an apology can be.
Man, I've been apologizing to my girlfriend all day.
And we learned that if you drink too much, you might turn green. Or, really, your drink might. We're talking Star Trek 221 by any other name, right? Or these mysterious injections by your friendly neighborhood physician. Welcome into Star Trek Universe. This is, of course, an episode of our classic Trek Watch Rewatch. I'm David C. Robertson. I have watched all of this countless times before.
I am Effie Uphelders, and I have seen this for the first time, which was an experience very akin to being human. I had emotions and stuff watching this.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it must have been intense.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, yeah.
The woefully inadequate memory alpha synopsis. Extragalactic aliens, I can't even get it right, hijacked the Enterprise and turned the crew into inert solids, leaving the 4 senior officers on their own to exploit their captors' weaknesses.
Sure. That is technically true.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened.
It is what happened.
Yeah. How do you feel about this episode, Effie?
It was fun. It's a very overt exploration of the human condition, but it was a fun sort of. Again, the landing, like by the end, it's resolved pretty damn quickly.
Yeah.
Which sort of fell flat, but other than that, the build up, like the villains are, in that sense, they are intimidating. They are clearly overpowering the Enterprise very easily. We have a hot guest star with the dress code for these aliens is interesting to say the least. I mean, the captain gets a coverall, but everyone else, no, you get an interesting suit.
Right.
It tries to throw some Shakespeare in there to, get us on board, but this is one I enjoyed this more than the last one, at least. Like, it's a bit hammy, but there's some fun to it, and it's like when it's funny, it's actually kind of funny. The drinking scene, it's actually kind of fun. The Shatner getting to play on the weak-willed woman's wiles. It is very much like, oh, you're a human woman now. You must be horny. It is. We will solve this issue.
So yeah, like I won't deny that women are treated somewhat poorly in this episode. The first woman we meet, who was the yeoman, killed immediately, which they fucked themselves
Don't remember
over.
Her.
They fucked themselves over because they go down and they're like, okay, this time we're going to have 2 red shirts. One is a white lady, one is a black guy, and one of them is going to have to die. Neither is the correct choice.
Nobody will be happy about this. Yeah.
Absolutely. No one is going to be happy about this in any version of the future.
Exactly. So, yeah. It would have been wrong either way. Like, the other way around would have also sucked. So,
yeah. Now, as far as Kalinda, which, damn, just putting that out there. Oh, my Lord. Now,
I can't help but agree. Goddamn. Yeah.
The thing about her character, and it's not just that, she's a pawn, but, and she's, a prize to be won.
She is very much a young thing gonna belong to the stronger captain, I guess. And I was here first, so this old fart should get her. It is very much.
Here's what I like, though. Here's what I like about it. It's not just that he's playing on her emotions because stupid woman.
No.
I mean, he is playing on everyone's emotions, specifically her emotions and Rojan's emotions.
But at the same time, I feel like that was a happy fucking coincidence when she at first rejected him.
Yeah.
And then he sort of found out, like, oh, I can make Rojan jealous. This will work out. Because at first, I feel like he's definitely just going for the, you must be horny, let me get rid of you that way.
Yeah. Well, that's always what Kirk goes to is, can I seduce my way out of this? Whether
exactly.
it's, sexually with a woman or if he
somehow.
tries to do it like with charm, with a man.
Or with gangster charm, as we saw last time.
We'll take 40%. Yeah.
Seems reasonable, no?
The thing I like about this, and this episode has been accused of being, somewhat... it's been accused of trying to push the idea of human exceptionalism and superiority. And I don't really agree.
What? How?
Like, oh, well, being human is the thing that saves us in the end, and because we're smarter and we're better than you. And I'm like, I've never understood that argument, because
it is very clearly an episode poking fun at all of our flaws.
Yeah.
It is clearly going in there like, oh, they are weaker now because they have taken our shape. They've gone from superior beings to, oh, we know how to manipulate people, and they don't have those defenses up yet because they don't know what the fuck is going on with being a drunkard or a horny ass or whatever the problem is.
Yeah. There are all these there are all these human pitfalls that we have, some of us, one would hope the humans of the 23rd century will have mostly figured out how to get around. But
I mean, Scott still has a drinking cabinet that you should use proper respect for.
Right. Now, but that's one of the things that I really like is like sometimes our weaknesses are our strengths. And knowing what our weaknesses are and like, oh shit, they're human. Now that's they're succumbing to this stuff. Like, I really love that as a way of getting through. And I love that whole scene where Rojan is fighting Kirk. And Kirk is like, just press the button on your belt. Why are you fighting me with your hands, Rojan? Why are you fighting me with your hands? Like,
yeah, dick. Yeah.
Yeah, like, why is this? This is your emotion. This is humanity fucking with you. Loved all of that. I love all of that.
Good shit. Yeah.
This episode has been criticized a lot by the fandom for being very tonally uneven. Starting off with, a somewhat brutal murder.
I suppose so, yeah. But then again...
And then the last half of it is a farce. We see that
every time there's a red shirt. Like, come on. Yeah.
But, and then, like, by the end of it, it's just a farce, and Kirk is like, we're going to help you, like, we're going to set you up as friends. You don't have to be conquerors. You're human now.
That went quick.
By the time you get to... Yeah. But here's my argument, though. What the fuck else are you going to do? Like... You gotta be accommodating as fuck, because they could just be like, "Oh, well, shit, you're just gonna be shitty. I'm just gonna hit my little fucking button again, and we're back back where we started from." So,
but they're very quick to accept friends. Oh, this was an option all along, which is convenient in how fast it happens, but that's about it. Yeah, you have already written them to be way out of your league in terms of powers and strength and technology. Like, you don't know how to get out of this any other way, but it worked out.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting. I mean, you're gonna be compromised when you go from being some powerhouse alien who doesn't have emotions to all of a sudden being
assaulted by your senses and your neurons firing about every single weird ass emotion we get to have in a single day.
Yeah.
God, what a privilege to be human. But
so yeah, that's kind of what I like about it, is like the overwhelming sensory of it all, of being human and what it means and how it breaks these motherfuckers down and basically stops an entire galactic invasion.
Oh, this is neat. Oh, I can actually taste shit. This is enjoyable.
Yeah.
I am experiencing pleasure.
Yeah. So
And for the record, speaking of pleasure, I do like that she rejects him at first and then sort of, lets it simmer for a bit and asks about it again because it's like, but that was nice. Can we try again?
Can you apologize to me again? Yeah.
Yeah. Delightful.
I think it's funny that Scotty gets one of the Kelvans drunk and does not succeed in his mission because he also passes out.
Yeah, he was close. He got close to that door.
McCoy only succeeds in his mission of giving irritants to this Kelvin just to get him off the bridge and get him out of the way because he made him angry enough that Rojan was like, go the fuck to your room. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. Hey, son. Come on. Behave.
And Lady on the Bridge, she just got to be Lady on the Bridge. Nothing even happened to her. She just like turned around and went, wait, what are y'all doing?
She just, Rojan, new orders. I guess we're friends now.
Yeah,
why are we friends with these weak beings? I don't know.
But I will say that it wasn't just like emotion either. It was like Kirk made like a really good argument to Rojan where he was just like, you are a link in a chain that goes back 300 years. By the time you get back to your fucking galaxy, you will be... This is what happened in a week. What do you think is going to happen in 300 years? The crew that gets there will not be Kelvin.
They'll be human. Yeah. And you might as well work with us from the get-go, because... Yeah.
Yeah. Loved all of that.
That one was a lot stronger than the whole... Because intergenerational ships are a mess of their own. Like it makes sense that you'd have to do it, but it wouldn't fucking work because of all the human interactions that would fuck it up.
Yeah.
But that was a better argument than just the we might as well not get killed, please. But that was strong, and I think it starts off perhaps a bit more serious because you have to establish them as being far more powerful, but at the same time, man, if you're crumbling a sand dice in your hand, it kind of takes away from the seriousness. It's like, it's technically brutal murder, but also it's another red shirt we don't know.
Yeah. I thought they did a pretty good... I don't
feel it's much worse than when they just get phasered to death or something, or a gaseous cloud comes and chokes them out. Like,
right. I don't know. I felt like I got a little bit of her personality. I felt bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her.
Absolutely. There was enough of it where you do care.
And like Shatner...
you don't care to such an extent that it's suddenly like, and now they're having a drink?
Here's something that I thought was
dire to me still.
Here was something that I thought was funny, is that, all these episodes we've seen, if anybody really wants to complain that women weren't done well in this episode, that is the most emotion I think I've ever seen out of Kirk over one of his crew members dying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like,
she got a send off in that way. Yeah, he actually gave a shit.
Yeah.
How dare you? Yeah.
It was like, you killed one of our vaginas. No.
We only have 20 for the 400 men up there. I hope not, but
400 men. Erect, throbbing. Waiting. Hoping for consent. No.
They knew that word back then. Especially when interacting with hot aliens, I guess.
I mean, hey, you remember the one of the first episodes, Charlie X, where Charlie likes Yeoman Rand.
You gotta learn not to just grab him like that. That's
yeah. Like, there are a million things you can have and a million things you can't.
Your daddy should have told you this.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. They knew some of it. Rape was a bit too far, but if you make out with them once, just to let them have a taste, they'll come back asking for more, because that's just how it works.
Well, if you're Kirk.
Weak-willed.
If you're Kirk.
Exactly.
Not if you're
If
like
you're-
Riley singing fucking Irish hymns or some shit. Like, that's not going to work. Nobody ever liked him.
No, okay, that's fair.
You got to be Swagger Jagger
understandable.
in the captain's chair. That's what you got to do.
You got to have that position of power for the young blonde to be intimidated by it.
Yeah.
And, I guess so. We're not gonna dwell on age gaps again, but Jesus Christ, how many decades between her and her captain?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I mean, it is fun to have her, ask to be apologized to. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Must have been a good day to shoot, but probably more so for him than for her.
Oh, I don't know. That was one of
don't
those
know. She might
interesting
have been-
things.
Yeah.
It's one of those interesting things where, like, you would watch the, like, you could just so many interviews and stuff with different people who were on those shows, and some of them, like, woman who Collins, who played Edith Keeler, but she was like, "Oh yeah, Shatner was so attractive and everything. I couldn't wait to meet him." And then, like, I got there, and he was like this little short, bald, fat guy, and they like had to put him in a thing and put lifts in his shoes and put a. So you had that
TV magic.
but then you also had, like, you would have interviews with some of the women who would just be like, "Oh, I was so excited, I couldn't wait. No, it was great. I got to make out with Bill Shatner. He was handsome then. He's handsome now. Like, oh, okay, well, do you?
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
By the way, apparently Shatner did not like it, and this
having
is the thing.
to kiss women.
Right. Like,
Okay.
apparently he didn't care for it. He was annoyed that they kept kind of putting that in, which they didn't even really. It was like 18 episodes out of 79.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it wasn't every episode, but
it was just a thing that he was not. He felt uncomfortable. He was married.
that's fair. Yeah, I get that.
He was married.
He doesn't
was working.
look like he's enjoying it anyway. He very much pulls the emotion out of his arms, trying to grab onto the other person and convey some sort of passion that isn't there.
The most passion he ever had was right after he kissed that woman in Gamesters. They just socked her in the fucking face. He was like, "You know how much my wife is going to be mad at me at home?" Sock.
Passion, yeah.
I've got kids. I've got a wife. She's mad at me all the time because I'm always doing this shit. I'm always like spending like 16-hour days making Star Trek. I get home. She and the kids haven't
Sorry,
seen me.
hon. I had to make out for 20 takes again.
And she sees me on TV shirtless making out with some girl in a freaking bikini.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, poor woman. I'm sure he could relate to Rohan's jealousy in that moment. And the feeling of getting strangled with someone's bare hands.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know what they were into.
Who knows?
Swinging 60s, man.
Who knows? Like I said before, this one also obviously produced during the Gene L. Coon, John Meredith, Lucas transition, and rushed due to NBC's very, very late order for more episodes.
Right.
So there's that. But I thought this one actually worked pretty well for it.
Yeah. This is not towards the bottom at all. This is a solid upper middle. It's fine.
It does a Star Trek thing where they hint at something real fucking big.
Real interesting.
And then they just like stick like the tip of their dick into it and then pull out and go like, "That's all you get."
Yep. Yep.
Guess what? You will never see those fucking Kelvans again.
Nope. Don't need them. They're interesting, and it is very. I guess that relates to the alleged tonal discrepancy, where it is just we're going into this high concept, fucking scary ass aliens who can pretty much do whatever they want with us.
Yeah.
How do we defeat them? I guess we gotta do something silly, man. We gotta just have some booze and women and jealousy and the three main characteristics of humans: horniness and misplaced horniness for other people's horniness, and getting horny for more drinks. I guess it's a lot of horniness, man.
So I have a strange take. Mm-hmm. I think Kalinda was horny for herself.
Good for her. Yeah.
Like, because every time we see Kalinda when she's not interacting with Kirk or Rojan, she's just like staring in a mirror and brushing her hair and smiling like, yes. Oh, yes, I shall do what I please, Rojan.
Body.
I think she was just all about her own, like, sexuality and sensuality.
She probably enjoyed some of that power she had over Rojan, just Rojan to be... To get to tell him no and to, you know, sort of toy with that. There is a... Yeah, I'm sure she discovered masturbation at some point throughout this episode off screen.
Yeah.
That
absolutely.
Must be it.
And I do love how they take this, like, powerful commander, Rojan, and turn him... Like, they infantilize him completely.
Yeah.
Like,
he's immediately a teenage boy at best. Yeah.
And I love, like, him playing chess with Spock, and Spock is like...
Yeah.
You are exhibiting signs of jealousy. And he's like, no. Fuck you.
Not. I'm not jealous. You're jealous.
I don't care what she does. Where was she last time you saw her?
Are you sure she's at home? Are you sure she's not in bed with Kirk? It's very...
So she was alone. No, she was with Captain Kirk. What? I told her not to fuck with him.
How dare she?
I am her captain. Like, yeah, that's right.
It's delightful.
Try to pull out the power balance.
That's how romance works. Yeah, I am the boss of you. You shall not fuck with these teenage boys as I am your father.
And your daddy.
In this case, yep. Oh, Lordy.
So one of the most famous bits from this episode is the point where Tomar and Scott are so drunk, and Tomar asks, "What is it?" And Scotty says, "Well, it's..." and he keeps looking at it, smelling it. It's green.
That's all you need to know sometimes. It's strong stuff.
They make a delightful reference to that.
They kept going for a long
later.
while. For a newbie drinker, he must have one outstanding liver.
Yeah. You would think. He was a big boy. That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. Who's a big boy?
But yeah, they make a reference to that later on, much later on, in Star Trek.
Nice.
In Next Generation. So that's I look forward to reminding you that this happened.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be like, right, the one with the booze.
Yeah.
The green booze. Absinthe, but space absinthe.
Let's see what we got. I don't know. I don't feel like it was like, it wasn't the most messagey.
No, not necessarily. There's just the point of exploitable human emotions and flaws, I guess. It's there's nothing really deeper. There's just you changed your physical shape, so now you have to deal with the consequences of being in our shared reality, how existence works for with our senses and our emotions. Mm-hmm. But other than that, that's why I kind of rolled my eyes when the Shakespeare thing came in. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's there to explain the title. That's about it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't add much depth beyond, well, we referenced an old English writer. Yay.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
I think it would have been weird in some regard to go back and deal with Thompson's death at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Especially since there was like that tonal shift.
Yeah. Like you couldn't do that within the episode when it already felt real quickly resolved at the end after trying to kill Kirk with his bare hands.
Yeah. But I don't.
So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want a burial after that. No red shirts get much of a eulogy from Kirk anyway.
Right. By the way, do you think that's like that murder is forgiven too easily?
No, I think as an audience you are also put in the position of more or less forgetting it. But it was also just a demonstration of strength where I feel like, yeah, it was one or the other and they didn't particularly care which one.
Yeah.
And there is no option to be like, okay, now that we're friends, you dick, you killed one of my people. Like,
right.
That's unwise. Within the story's context, I don't think it's forgiven. I just think there's nothing to be done.
Right. I think there's no way out on that one.
Yeah.
Like, and also, like, there is something, I think that, a lot of people don't understand in our world is that sometimes you have to, like, forgive and forget a little bit because, like, especially when you're seeing, like, these people here, like the Kelvans, they were freshly human. They had no concept of what
Human
or
life
how
even
we
means.
felt. Yeah, like they were like, we are following through on our orders. We are this kind of
This is our
species.
plan.
We conquer. We take everything down. This is what. And by the end of it, they are completely different people.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the point. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you don't want to see them like go through this arc and become humans and go like, oh shit, here are all these new sensations and feelings and things we should feel bad for.
Yeah.
Now, what would have been interesting
Yeah.
is to have Rojan feel shame.
Right. To have some regret from that side would have made a difference, I feel, to those particular fans who were felt that was too easily passed on from. But I don't think it wouldn't also have been fair to still principally be like, but you were dicks before, and now that you're very different beings, we're still going to hold you accountable for your, I was just following orders, I guess is a bad excuse, but
Yeah.
still, it has that air of, we're not going to squabble over that one life. It is not that kind of a dramatic episode where the one life really fucking mattered. It's not, Kirk is not gonna spend 10 years to plan his obsessive revenge against this cloud. Like, no, it's just, some people died, but not that many in the grand scheme of things. It sucks. It happens.
Yeah.
Quite often.
I think it would have been interesting to have a scene where like Kirk is looking for Rojan and he's like asks the computer or whoever, like, where is Rojan? And maybe Rojan is in Thompson's quarters. And he's like, Thompson's quarters? And he goes down to Thompson's quarters and Rojan is there like observing all of who this person may
squashed, yeah.
Yeah, like that would have been really cool.
That would have been a good scene. You could have had him
and maybe
deal
that's
with
what
shame and regret and why do I feel the weight of this life on my shoulders instead of
it just being
going
pussy.
straight to jealousy. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I just want to tear that pussy apart.
But that's a sophisticated emotion, of course. Like, you got to go primal. It's food, booze, and banging. Yeah.
Right. If there were an epilogue, then he would have been like, and now I feel guilt. Now that I've emptied my new nutsack. I feel kind of
bad for being a bad friend, and gosh, conquering made me a meanie. Yeah.
I drained my balls into Kalinda earlier this morning, and then I felt shame. And it took me a minute, but I figured out it was over this human.
Yeah, I thought it was post-nut clarity and over the horrible sex acts we had committed just prior. But no, it was actually shame over killing this full person with a life and loved ones of her own.
First I was thinking, hey, she was pretty hot. And then I felt bad because I killed her.
That's worse. I love that.
I only had sex with Kalinda 5 times before I started imagining other women. Is that normal? Oh, yes, quite normal. Quite normal, Rojan.
Oh, awful, but yeah, it's fair. It is also true that the dead girl was absolutely, like, could have been very pretty in any other episode if she weren't outshone immediately by the fact that we had fucking Kalinda over there.
Yeah.
That's just unfair competition, really. You got to kill one of them off, apparently, because otherwise it's too much, man.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sometimes you gotta. How did we get here?
Oh.
We always do.
All right. Well, we can move on. Dude, the way Nimoy delivered that line, a series of bizarre and exotic images bursting on my mind and consciousness, colors, shapes, mathematical equations fused and blurred. I've been attempting to isolate them, but so far I've been able to recall clearly only one. Immense beings, 100 limbs which resemble tentacles, minds of such control and capacity that each limb is capable of performing a different function. Kind of fucking Lovecraftian bullshit are these Kelvans. Like,
yep.
Ugh.
Yep. That's fucked up. It's scary and huge, and also I feel like if they're such a conquering race, god damn, how much of the galaxy is under their control already? Like, how many other places have they invaded?
Yeah. Or is it just this one, like, little sleeper ship that came
Maybe
through
they're
from
the ones
Andromeda?
left. Yeah, they're just generations beyond when they were that important. But
Well, when they came from another galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy,
yeah.
and they did say that their ship was destroyed coming through the galactic barrier.
right, yeah.
So I don't know. Are they the only ones? I guess so, because we never hear from them again.
Exactly. The only ones. Except for the ones in the Andromeda galaxy, I suppose. But
Yeah.
they seem to be doing fine,
Maybe.
not coming over. So, I don't know.
Right. I mean, at this point, they may that they said that they fled here because the Andromeda galaxy or their home was being destroyed or something.
Oh. By what?
I don't know.
It's fine.
They're fine. They're all humans now. Like Kirk is like making out with Glinda, going like, 100 limbs, each with its own function.
All of them pleasurable. Yeah.
3 are in my ass.
That's the same function. Come on now.
They're each performing a different function in my ass.
Oh, Lordy. But yes, that was a good line.
One of the tentacles is shoving a AAA battery up my dick hole.
That too is a good line. I'm glad you at least feel shame.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
right.
I
Right,
only
right.
feel
No
shame
guilt.
comedically.
Yeah, that's fair. That's, yeah.
Yeah. So I wish people sent me footage of themselves turning off my podcast to disgust.
Just, yeah, those would be good facial responses to really get to see what it does to people hearing it for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Oh, well. Send in your pictures if you're still listening.
I like this because they hatched this whole plan to destroy the Enterprise, to open those vents and let the galactic barrier destroy it. And Rojan's like, do you not agree that this is a better thing for them than exploding the ship as your engineer had thought to do? We detected it, of course. Tomar has devised a mechanism to prevent any further tampering. I just love that they were ahead of Kirk and Scotty on that one. They're like,
Yeah. Like, it wouldn't have worked. Come on now.
Nah.
Yeah.
But it's like got a badass that they were just like, no, we're gonna blow up the ship.
That's yeah. It is cool that they were like immediately ready to actually go nuclear in that sense, like have the full the option of just let's kamikaze this shit. We don't want this entering any other galaxy. Let's fuck off.
Mm-hmm. All right. Story outlined by Jerome Bixby, just on the face of it, right out of the box. Then we had a revised second draft by DC Fontana.
I know that name. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. And then additional page revisions by John Meredith Lucas. Wah, wah. Which, it has been pointed out that John Meredith Lucas leaves by the end of the second season.
Right.
He barely gets any... We don't really know what he would have...
done on his own.
Really done, yeah. He comes in and he's a patch, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well. Oh.
The title is part of a quotation from Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2. Wasn't a name. That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Kirk recites it to Kalinda. It is often used to convey the idea that although you could change the name of something, its nature will remain the same. In this case, the Kelvans become human, and in doing so, they start behaving as humans do.
I feel like that explanation still rings a bit for me, where I'm like, this is not quite.
Yeah, it's a little shaky.
Yeah. I forget the exact context in which Kirk even brings it up, but if the Kelvans become human, the way the sentence is constructed, it would appear that the Kelvans do not retain their nature despite changing names, basically.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite. But so you'd have to sort of reconstruct the statement to be like, no, they're humans who think of themselves as Kelvans, but they're still humans. Now.
Right. Yeah.
Which, it's there, but...
I think it should have been called the apology trap.
The apology, just period. That's the center of the drama we came for.
Yeah. Or kissing Kelvans.
I mean, alliteration is always a good solution to any problem.
Right. The basis of this episode can be found in Gene Roddenberry's first ever produced science fiction script, The Secret Weapon of 117, for Chevron Hall of Stars in 1956. The episode featured a pair of aliens, the male played by Ricardo Montalban, who disguise themselves as humans to study Earth people, but become overwhelmed by the sensations and experiences of their new host bodies and decide to remain human.
Sometimes you got to rework some of your old material.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, let's see. In the Star Trek interview book, Jerome Bixby told Alan Asherman that he originally wrote the episode in a rather more serious vein, but that in depicting the potential end of the human race at the hands of the Kelvans, he failed to heed producer Gene Roddenberry's warning to avoid getting wrapped up in, quote, the immensity of it all. As a result, DC Fontana rewrote the script as a more lightweight episode.
God damn it. Don't get wrapped up in the immensity of it. That would be interesting.
Yeah, maybe. Or it might just be
I
like...
don't know how it went, but...
Yeah, it might be eye-rollingly intense. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It depends on how sci-fi we're getting, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Bixby's original script was much darker than the filmed episode. The Kelvans, then called the Divinians, executed 10 Enterprise crew members by opening the shuttle bay doors and letting them get sucked out into space. Kirk was put through hellish torture. Also, crew members were chosen to mate with each other. Kirk was paired with yeoman Leslie Thompson. To eventually,
who am I thinking of?
That was the
the one that the new one.
Killed.
Gotcha.
She got killed at the very beginning of the episode.
Right.
He's paired with her to eventually breed slaves to the Kelvans.
That's fucked up.
NBC objected against all of this.
Fine.
Like, that's what Roddenberry meant by don't get into the immensity of it all.
Fair enough.
He's like, Jerome, I know you. You're gonna go a little dark on this one.
Yeah. And still, like, it must have been hard to shoot at the time, shuttle doors opening and everyone flowing out.
Yeah.
Like, that's not easy, man. Relax.
So, yeah.
Just turn them into cubes.
Gene Kuhn had to order a heavy rewrite on the material. The production staff also deemed the mating aspect too similar to the cage. According to David Gerald, the writers could not figure out how the Kelvans would eliminate the crew. While in Roddenberry's office, someone spotted a Mexican onyx dodecahedron on his desk and suggested that they be transformed into objects of that shape. Dorothy Fontana describes the scene related by Gerald on the special features in season 2. On the season 2 DVD, she indicates that she had given the dodecahedron to Roddenberry and that he played with it while they described their problem. And then Roddenberry made the suggestion that they be transformed into objects of that shape. It is unknown if the original object given to Roddenberry was an actual dodecahedron, but the prop used in the episode was in fact in the shape of a... cuboctahedron.
Right. Yeah, you got there.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, like, if it's a dodecahedron, it would have been 12 sides, but this is different. Sure. Okay.
Whew. Oh, man.
Not that I know what a cuboctahedron is without Googling it, so we'll might have been different shapes on the sides. I don't remember. It's fine. It looks spacey.
This was the only episode lensed by cinematographer Keith Smith, replacing Jerry Fitterman, who was apparently unavailable for an unknown reason. Smith was the director of photography on Mission Impossible, filmed next door. The final scene, I didn't feel like it looked much different.
No, me neither. Fit right in. They did their job. Everyone showed up on time and went home, and yeah. It's not a take. It's not a cinematography-heavy kind of show where you're like, oh, I'm gonna do some real weird shit this time. No, they have established their ways by now.
Yeah. The final scene in the episode is an optical of the ship veering to the right to change course back to the Milky Way galaxy. Though this optical breakaway shot was used several times in season 2 and 3, this is the only time the complete shot is shown in its entirety, with the left nacelle's sphere-shaped cap coming into view briefly before the ship exits the frame. Like,
Wow.
I never would have clocked that.
Somebody compared every time that shot showed up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I love me some Memory Alpha contributors. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have to look into that.
George Takei does not appear in this episode. This is the 10th consecutive episode in which he is absent, but he returns to the series in the next episode to be produced, Return to Tomorrow.
Huzzah.
We're just going to move past that because that's a spoiler.
Yep, yeah, we're gonna ignore whatever. I mean, he's coming back, but that's all I need to know. We get some more Sulu next time.
Kirk mentions that an intergalactic voyage by a 23rd century starship would take, quote, thousands of years to reach the Andromeda galaxy. For the Kelvans, intergalactic travel is a 3-century journey. In the 24th century, as seen in Next Generations where no one has gone before, Federation technology has apparently matched that of the Kelvans. When it was discussed that a return trip to the Milky Way from the Triangulum galaxy would take 300 years at maximum warp.
Cool. And it does make some semblance of sense where you're like, well, they tried to adapt the fucking engines on the Enterprise to... So the Federation must have learned something from those adaptations, right?
Maybe.
Theoretically. Maybe there was something there they could replicate to jumpstart the next 100 years of development. The R&D department must have had a field day.
Yeah.
Like, these aliens came in trying to conquer us, but they didn't conquer us, and they did leave us some interesting engines.
But because they were human, they fucked up the designs a little bit.
Ah, fuck. Human error. No!
No! Oh, gosh. Direct references to 2 previous episodes were made. After Rojan mentions the galactic barrier, Kirk says, we've been there. He's like, bitch, you ain't nothing on us. Fuck you.
Yeah, we know.
That was from Where No Man Has Gone Before. And then Spock repeats his analysis of the barrier word for word. Density negative, radiation negative, energy negative. When the landing party is detained in a cave, Kirk recalls their imprisonment on Eminair 7 and Spock's use of a mind meld to fool the guards and a taste of Armageddon.
That one was clear to me. I didn't quite remember what happened with the barrier last time, but I remember the term being a thing before. But it's nice of them to tie it in. It did feel more cohesive that way.
Mm-hmm. This is a fun little bit here in Charlie X, since we mentioned that earlier. Kirk tells Charlie Evans, quote, "There's no right way to hit a woman. However, in this episode and in The Gamesters of Triskelion, Kirk strikes a woman. On Kalinda, he uses a karate chop to the neck."
There's no right way to hit a woman, but if you're gonna, use a karate chop to the neck.
There's no
Christ.
right way to hit a woman, but this bitch is a Kelvin.
I mean, technically, now she's a human woman, you know? You just gotta apologize after you karate chop him to the neck.
Right.
She'll want that from you.
Right.
Oh, boy.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think I'm good. I had a good time with this one.
Good.
Yeah.
Next time on the Classic Trek Rewatch, we learn that being incorporeal can bring much sorrow. So let's build robot bodies and return to tomorrow. We're talking Sargon and his whole bag of tricks, or should I say ball, when we discuss Star Trek 222, Return to Tomorrow. Until then.
Looking forward to it.
All the things. Joel on True, Live Long and Prosper.
And it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Oh, eat a dick, people. Eat a dick.
Like
That's
right. Kalinda did.
We all do.
When Rojan got her back to his quarters.
Now apologize to my dick.
Now look away. Now look back at it. I'll give it a little kiss.
Thank you for listening to the Star Trek Universe Podcast, a Stranded Panda production. If you'd like to hear more from David C. Robertson, check out the DC On Screen podcast or maladjusted.tv for his web videos. If you'd like to hear more from Matthew Carroll, check out the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast or listen to his music. Just search for Matthew Carroll anywhere you get music.